Today is one more day in your life, and you realize you have just one more left with you. What would you do? Will you regret the time that you wasted your entire life, remembering the things you could have done but didn't do? All that time that you spent worrying, feeling terrible, depressed, instead of making a better you. If only someone had told us that we are dying, and with the limited time that we have, we must fulfill the purpose of our lives. You should think about every minute of every day when you wanted to do whatever you wanted to do, because you should have done it. You will realize that the time waits for no one and it didn't wait for you. We all have a limited amount of time on this beautiful earth, and we haven't been using it properly. Ask yourself, do you experience life every moment, or do you waste much of it? We only have limited tomorrows. If you have a desire to grow or to expand or to build something new or to sing or dance or to do whatever drives you, you must do that. You don't know that you may not have a tomorrow. What if you have one more day? What would you do? Waste it in pleasing others? Not giving a call to your loved ones? Making excuses, living in fear and anxiety? Or will you make the best use of it, doing what really matters to you? What do you want your life to be about? Do you want to be a slave to the clock, or do you want to be the master of it? It doesn't matter if you have a month or a year or a decade. What matters is how you lived your time while you're here. What are you waiting for? There are no magic pills that take you closer to your dream. Why are you waiting for someone to bring a change in your life? It is time you decide that you can forge your own destiny. It is time to walk that mile that brings your desired change in your life. What are you going to do today with this time that you have? Will you wait for it to pass or do something amazing? One moment that you miss can mean missing an opportunity of a lifetime. 1 minute missed means that we have one less minute here. And one day missed means we are one day behind achieving our dream. Sometimes that one missed call from a loved one becomes 10. Sometimes you say that I'll be there in 5 minutes, and those 5 minutes become 50. How many times have you said that I'll be on time, and that time never came? The irony is that we value our ego more than we value relationships, and therefore we don't value time. We think that saying sorry will make things okay. But why do we even create a scope of making mistake? The same mistake again. A lot of students in schools didn't get what they wanted, so they waited for next year for things to change. That change never came. And they waited for one more year thinking that in the next year, things will get better for them. Then they thought college life would be pressureless. There won't be a need to face competition. But when that time came, their focus drifted towards work life, where they would be making money, and when they started making money, they thought saving money would make things better for them in 10 years. It would fulfill their desires, but 10 years later, they waited for retirement. And when retirement happened, when the body and the mind are not as sharp as they used to be, all they could do was look back and beg for the time to come back. They wanted to be kids again, but they only grew older with time. There was a time when men used to look at the direction of the sun to figure out the time of the day. Then they made gigantic instruments to pinpoint our time. Materials changed, clocks changed, but time kept moving. Today we have watches, digital clocks and mobile phones to check time. But we forget to value most of it. Time flies and so does our youth. Nothing is constant in life as time does not stop. Someday you must have said that I want to do this, but I don't have time. It is time that you drop that statement and invest your time in yourself more than you spend on your watch. Because even if you become a billionaire, you can't buy time. You can't save money, but you can't save time. The one thing that's truly priceless is your time. Do you even know how much of it is left with you? We abuse time because we think that we have it in abundance. But if you look in the mirror, you will realize that the same look won't last for years. It will change. So you have a choice today, a choice to either kill time or to utilize it. Because when you are killing time, it is killing you. So spend it wisely. But the question is, where do you spend it? What makes you filled up with passion? If there's something you're extremely passionate about, go and do that. That will translate into time well spent. If you do things you're not passionate about, you will only burn time. Do you think you can't do what you want to do? Do it with the limited time you have, because it's possible. Would you like to burn your time for a dream that is not your own? At one point of time, you will realize that the one thing you want most is time, not money. You want to live the life of your dreams, and if you think that the time for it is long gone, then let me tell you that it is not over. Start living it. You must work today so that tomorrow you are a step closer to your goal. Your time is limited and extremely precious. You have the gift of making the right choice. So do what matters to you, for what's really close to you. Today, you have time. Now make it wonderful.